Alright, who wants to kill some stone dragons? Well, I want, of course. Welcome back to Let's Play Gothic 2, Night of Rim. I'm your host, Kaushmar, and as you can see, I missed a stone tablet, which the ancients will teach me how to, well, handle a bow. Hooray, that's exactly what I need, and that was totally worth going back for here. And starting the episode right here, so I can walk all the way up here. But then again, like I've already mentioned in the last episode, there is something to the right which we still can explore before we go to the actual what was it again? Mountain fortress. Because over here are some smaller goodies which are kind of nice. It's not completely necessary, but still, if you're already around here, and I think I wouldn't say I need to necessarily pad out the episode, because the lair of this dragon is probably, I would say close to the longest, or the second longest. Still, it has a nice, has a nice touch, this place. Also, I heard other lizard men throwing their weapons, but well, this is still kind of annoying that I really have to kill them and kill them so closely that I like survive with 5 health. Oh well, what can I do? Oh, there are a lot of lizard men. I still can't get over why they're called lizard man. Let's see if they're... Hello there, where are you coming from? I think there are kind of a lot. And I did not expect anyone to drop from downhill. Also, today I learned that 6 small firestorms don't even kill a single lizard man. So I'll guess I'll stick to the regular lightnings. Sadly, the lizard man don't have any weak spot. It would make sense if they're, not really. I thought because they're called cold bleeder. How do we call cold blooded, not cold bleeder? That it would be maybe affected by fire spells. Wait, wouldn't it be the other way? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, we both are kind of low. Just a matter of the targeting system is really sometimes really obnoxious if you want to target a specific enemy. I'm kind of cornered. Stop it, you. Oh, got at least another level up out of that. So I won't complain. There we go. So, yeah, this path over here used to be not a dead end, but now it is, because, again, there happened to be the mysterious absence of bridges. I don't know, this is kind of a running theme in this game that bridges are just completely gone, at least in the Valley of Mines. Also, this guy's finally going to die. Through 3 lightnings. Oh no! I have to say it has something kind of badass if they just run towards me and I just slap them once in the face and they just instantly drop dead. Alright, I think there's a regular lizard. Huh. I didn't just see them next to each other. It could be like that the fire lizards are like descendants from the, or like an evolved form of the regular lizard, or the fire lizard. At least they look sort of similar. Of course, not completely similar, but they have at least some similarities. Uh-oh. I was about to say, please hit, because that thing is going to set my world on fire. Okay, let's get rid of those. I think there are several ones. Let's see... Okay. There are 3. I can kill 2 in one go. There we go. I can kill this one in a regular fight, man versus man. Or man versus lizard, rather. I don't want to be insensitive. Alright, goodies! Let's see, what do we have here? We have a leather satchel. Again. Let's see, a long sword, potion, I guess those guys weren't really lucky. They found a little treasure, a casket, but I guess the lizard people didn't really appreciate it. This ring right here is, I think, a regular ring of health, so it's completely and utterly useless. Where is it? Yeah, ring of life. 20 additional HP, so there is no reason to use that thing, especially since the ring... Right. Yeah, the Ring of Enlightenment gives me 30 health alone, plus 10 mana, so why even bother? Oh, I'd take that transformation spell, though. Let's see, we have a crossbow. Oh, a light spell. And... oh, wait, that's a root. I first thought that is actually an item, but it's just a root clipping through the texture. Yeah, it's that root over here, right here. Alright, we're almost done exploring this little sidetrack, and then we're off to, well, to rock on, basically. I really shouldn't use the opportunity to make horrible rock puns. That would be anything but rock solid of me. I'm really starting to like that. Oh, is it our good old friend again? Yep, it's that Dragon Hunter. Oh, silly goose. Taking a nap in the middle of nowhere again. Is anything here? That is either a... I think the large fireball and or is it a larger fireball? I constantly miss those. Oh yeah, that's a large firestorm, which is like the small firestorm, but you can charge it, and there should be also... let's see, is it? No, it's a small firestorm. There's also another scroll that uses the exact same, or at least, no, a similar one. There we go, large fireball. Oh, okay, the firestorm is like this little, those little... whatever. Alright, time to meet a new enemy, or rather, similar enemy, which is the Stone Golem. You can already see him. We've already met him once, while our hero was contemplating about life. Oh, the Stone Golem. It's basically a less annoying version of the Swamp Golem. He is basically the same.
Nothing to be had there.
But there is one particular thing about him that makes him even more trivial, because he is weak to blunt weaponry. I use now a sharp one, but I got a fitting stone break with me, which counts as a blunt weapon. So the next time we bump into one, I can use that one, and you can see that I will do quite a lot of higher damage to him. But otherwise than that, those guys are pretty standard. They knock you back if they hit you, if they punch you, but other than that, they're not that bad. Also, right here used to be a bridge that led over there to... whoa, something went ablaze over there. Can't really make it out because it looks red. And looks kind of golemish, but that's going to be for another episode. It used to lead over there, which you can see that rock formation used to be a abandoned castle or something, some religious building, I don't know anymore. But that bridge is gone, and also I think quite a lot of the mountain is gone. But we will also make a visit over there sooner or later, because that's going to be soon a destination for us. And since we're already on our tour, over here is Sardis's, well, very old tower. There's also an old tower which we probably will bump into sooner or later. And right here at this tower we retrieved in the first game, I think the armor of Orithiel, when I'm not mistaken, but that path is not accessible anymore. But maybe in another episode I will take a closer look at the tower, even though there isn't much to get anymore over there. I think there is like 1 or 2 chests to loot, but none of the chests really have anything worth going for, but you know, for the sake of completion. So, well, it's time now to finally tackle the stone fortress. You can already see it looming in the background. I really like this. I really like this place. this place belonged to someone called Bergmar, when I'm not mistaken. A completely non-important NPC, because he's not even an NPC to begin with. I think that guy never appears in the game. He's just written down in the scripture, because the reason why you go here in the first game is to A, retrieve a focus, and also for Lester you are retrieving a, well, how do you call that? Diploma of possession or whatever. Okay. Now we can use the Stonebreaker for this guy, and you can see that I will do significantly more damage as soon as I do, as soon as I do a critical hit. But I think it's not that necessary to really use that weapon, because you can see it has a slight, does 20 more less damage, and has also no critical hit, one-handed talent bonus. So I think it's not that necessary to constantly swap between blunt and sharp weapons, especially since if you forget it, or if there are also some lizard people be around it. But where was I stuck? Oh yeah, because of Bergmar. The reason why you visit this place in the first game is to retrieve a focus stone, and also for Lester some diploma of possession, or however you want to call that. I think it's a completely, utterly wrong way to say that, but who the fuck cares? Well, and like I said, it's probably one of my most favorite places in the game, except there is one thing that kind of like, well... Whoa, game, could you not do that? Thank you. There's sadly one aspect of this place that kind of overshadows it, and you will quickly see what I mean by that. Also, I am scared. Oh, we can already see them in the distance. Yep. Ah, there's the golem. Are we going to drop down, or are we just going to... Oh no, there we go. There he comes. Yeah, golems are... I think the swamp golem is basically the same, as easy as he is, but the swamp golem just has way more protection than the regular stone golem. But I think you can easily kill him as easily as the stone golem. It's just going to take way longer. But he isn't as bad as I made him out to be in Jartendar. Also, I'm running away from a single lizard man. Didn't realize that. He is still pretty bad, because this is one thing that I didn't really understand, is because in each layer has its specific golem. This one has the stone golem, but for some other reasons the swamp golems aren't present in the swamp dragon's lair. That's something that kind of threw me off, but I guess they removed them because the regular AI, the fighter AI of Gothic 2 is really bad against golems like these, so I think they just removed them for the sake of making the game not as tedious. Also, fuck you, harpies. Oh god, I actually survived one single. Yeah, you remember those things? I sure as hell do, and I'm not looking forward to those damn beasts. Oh god, luckily there are not that many harpies, and in the meantime, they were already kind of a joke in Jartendar, and they are an even bigger joke right now here. Oh. I heard several weapons being gone. Oh, there's the other one. Okay, I think I can take that. That burned. I can basically ignore the harp, because the harpy does really no damage anymore to me. It's just the only thing that's going to do is probably going to... You are annoying me, see? Piss the fuck off. Yeah. Left, right. So, here we are. Now, there's one thing that they changed about this place, which is kind of a pity. Also, I'm not sure if those orcish statues were there before. Which is, well, kind of breaks the monastery, because you can simply climb up here and then go up there and you're already done. And this upper place here is completely optional to go to, but I'm going to do it anyway, because there are goodies to get. But it kind of breaks this place a little bit, which is a pity. Because it just basically doesn't tell you, oh hello, Stone Golem. Yeah, this place isn't really that good for a mage, because tight corners aren't really good to cast magic around it. Oh, no you don't. Oh god. Ow. Yeah, that's one thing you need to watch out if you fight golems, that you just don't get knocked off into oblivion. But otherwise, stone golems are really harmless. So let's see what's to get around here. There we go, lizard man. Let me draw my weapon, please. There we go, thank you. And leather satchel, and that is a large fireball again. I should maybe consider using those things once. I think they would be pretty good against the Orcish elite, but I do not know why I never really bothered with this spell, because it's a... I always had the intent, or had the thing that charging spells are just completely crappy in this game. And I think they kinda are. It's just usually not worth the mana, but I think against big targets like Orc Elites, I think they would be well worth the mana. Because the thing in this game is that the magic resist, I think I've already said it like that, is completely flat. So if it has a 50 magic resist, it's only going to be 50 damage less. And the Orc Elite have like, I don't know how much magic resist. Also, you may already hear there's something, well, growling in the background. Alright, let's do this just right here. Alchemy table in case you forgot to... Oh, coal. Alchemy table in case you forgot to recharge the heart. Let's see, is there anything interesting on these book stands? Hunt and Pray. No, that is, I think, one of the books we read at the very beginning. Let me see. Let me take a look at that one. Ah, Potion for Permanent Changes. This is actually pretty interesting. Because it's all the permanent potions. We're going to learn them as well. I'm pretty sure we're going to learn the mana one. And I think also the strength one. I'm not sure about the live one. But I think I might pass on the live one, because life isn't... I'm nobody that really cares too much about having life, but okay. But a quick save, and time to face a new enemy. Which is... Came out to play. Ah, there he is. It's the demon. Let me try one thing I'm not particularly sure about. Yep. They can't be frozen. Demons are also one of the toughest enemies in the game, but I remember that they're pretty easy to deal with. You can see do basically no damage, and there's no real reason to greatly try to use magic on them, because they have a high amount of magic resist. Ow. But one thing about them is they're pretty easy to they have a pretty... Ow. Well, that didn't work. One thing I wanted to say is they have a quite long attack range, attack wind-up, so you can easily stun lock them, but that didn't work that well. Okay, let's try it again. I made it once! I killed them in one-on-one without any problems, but for some odd reason always when I record I'm completely like, I don't know. Ow. Ow. Okay, I think that's not going to work either. Problem is, unlike zombies or anything similar, they constantly move around, and I think their range is kind of long, which is a problem because they can easily like attack you from a range where you can't. There we go. Now I made it. And that's a demon, ladies and gentlemen. They're pretty rare creatures. Also, they carry mana potions around, and I think you can also loot their heart, which can be either sold or used for runes. Or one, no, I think 2 runes. There are 2 runes that use this. Alright, let's see. That is nothing of use. What about in here? There we go. And we get 200 gold and a longbow. Well, I can't really do much with the longbow, but I'll take the gold. And the longbow can be sold, so whatever. Yeah, this was one place which, if you beat the section, Lester will be always reading here at the bookstand. You can always visit him. I always had a nice touch, and I think right around here. Oh, hey, a mandible. Totally need that against the dragon. And I think here used to be, you could actually, in the first game you ascended through here. I think here used to be a ladder where you can climb up, but since they cut basically almost every ladder in this game, or they did actually, until the add-on where they added one single ladder again, I think two, in the swamp, in Jartendar, they just redesigned this place that you can take the shortcut over, where I already pointed out, which is, like I said, I find it a pity because it really tells you to skip this place, which is a pity. I kind of like it. Transform to fireburn. There is a healing herb. I don't know how that grows in here, but I think... Oh, torturer's axe. How is that a torturer's axe? I think the only thing you're going to do with someone is kill him. Okay, if you torture him to death. So I think that's everything from the bottom floor. That is a dead end, ladies and gentlemen. Just wanted to show that. So we just climb simply up here. Yep. And right here, where the skeleton lies, used to be the focus stone, which we needed to get. And this was the only place in the game where we used... Cudgel. Wow. Old ring. Used a unique spell, which was only in the first game, which is called telekinesis. No, wait, you had to use it like twice in the whole game. It was one of those gimmick spells where you could use draw an item towards you, so you didn't have to move your fat ass. Hey, Harpy. Die, Harpy. Ah, it was outside shouting range. I am so relieved. Oh, hello there. No, get away. Ah, the unpleasantness is palpable. Alright, let's see if that chest is anything. There we go. A fish. I totally need fish. Especially from a chest that is probably standing around here since, I don't know. Alright, we're getting pretty close to our target. But there is also one place right here. Is there a golem again? Or lizard people? Lizard people. This is really kind of annoying because as a mage this place is not that customer friendly, I would say. Hey, there's only one lizard man, come here. I ain't afraid of no lizard. Ow. There we go. There were more in this room. There were definitely more. I guess the other ones just didn't, I don't know, maybe they didn't like that guy. Bert the lizard. Go get him, Bert, we're right behind you. Okay. There we go. Alright, I'm at an interesting resting place. There we go. Come on. There we go. Good night. Alright, and here we got... Okay, 2 potions. Hooray. That wasn't really worth it. But then again, we got experience out of it, so I won't complain. If there's experience, I'm going to be happy about it. Alright, I think in here is a golem, and I'm remembering right, so I'm just going to... I could also use the cudgel. That's also a blunt weapon, but I think I'll pass. Oh, what? There's not only a golem, there's also lizards in there. Oh, no, you don't. Why did I see that coming? Oh, wow. Oh my god. That was priceless. I think the lizard actually died. I am surprised as all hell that I didn't die through that. I'm angry. Wow, I thought I'm dead. I mean, that was a huge drop I took there, but the hero just shrugged it off. I have no clue how that happened. I like how the lizard belly dropped to death. Oh, the golem also took some falling damage. There we go.
Nothing there.
Thanks for the flight, but next time I don't really want to do it anymore. Ah, there he is. Oh, poor lizard man. You douchebag. How dare you die, because now I get no experience from you. Enemies that belly drop to death don't give any experience. Wrong weapon. There we go, ruby blade. Well, still was worth the look. It looked fantastic, I have to say. Okay, there's one lizard left, I think. Yep. Again, not every lizard is a hero. Others just want to stay in their little place. There we go. Well, he stayed in his place, and now he can rest in his place. And... wow. Yeah, that wasn't worth it. Oh well. It was more about the experience anyway, and just for being sake of being a perfectionist, because I like everything neat and tidy. Well, except the lizard, except the swords. Dark mushroom, I'll take that, because I really want to eat 400 mushrooms again. But then again, I doubt I will collect that many again. At least I hope. Shut up. What? Oh, stop dodging it. That fucking orb just dodged 2 ice lands because it just constantly hovered over it. Hey buddy, come down here. Oh. Oh, I couldn't do my badass finisher. Because I lightninged one too much for once. Alright. We are at the top, ladies and gentlemen. The dragon is palpable. Ah, just one more lizard. I like how he's just sitting lonely in the corner. Oh, shit. Get out the sword, because... oh, God, I hate that. If you accidentally double tap one or something, oh God. Well, that was kind of close and could have been really, really humiliating if I had somehow managed to die. Well, I guess that's what I deserve if I want to be a cocky asshole. Look at me, I'm going to finish him with the crossbow. Alright. Oh, look who's taking a nap again. Our good old friend, Dead Dragon Hunter. Oh, you. Is he like that guy from... I think you've probably already heard about that guy who danced like in front of everything, like in every country, and got famous for it. Maybe this guy tries to do the same, where he just naps everywhere in the Valley of Mines. Well, good luck with it. But the problem is there aren't any video cameras yet, so nobody really will believe you. Anyways, Meadow Nutweed. That's what I really wanted to go for. No, of course not. So, it's time to face the next dragon. What can I say? A rolling dragon, a rolling stone gathers no moss. Oh, I really fucked that up. Okay, let me see if I have everything I need. Yep, because this time we have no friends that will help us. Wait, I want to quick save. This time we will have to do it on our own, and this is basically the point well, the point of no return. Basically the breaking point. If you can make it alone or not. If you can't make it, you are pretty much screwed in the game and have to grind a lot more, but well, we'll see. Let's talk to the Stonedragon and see what he has to say. Hello, Pedracon.
Yet another presumptuous mite,
who dared to climb my rock. You little humans, so brave and yet so fragile, I shall tear out your entrails and feed them to the rats.
Not so fast. I bear the Eye of Innos. You will obey me and answer my questions.
Ask your questions.
Oh, nice to meet you too.
Who are you?
I am called Padrakan, and I shall slowly skin you alive when I catch you.
Well, that's just rude.
Who is the strongest among you dragons?
We draw our power from the elements of this world. Their hierarchy is clear and simple. Land formed of soft earth bestows life on all creatures under the sun. Yet it will open up and swallow you entirely if you get too close to it. The rock, which would rather break than ever surrender, towers with pride and buries the careless beneath itself. And yet it offers the best protection from the tide. The spark of life lives in the deep fires of this world. And yet the fire incinerates everything in a breath, leaving nothing but ashes. All our elements preserve and destroy, but only in water that has become hard and solid as rock will everything be transformed into an eternal pillar of salt, where life is barely possible.
So, what elements did he mention? First, he mentioned Earth, it seems, because he was especially mentioning soft Earth. So this could be referencing the Swamp Dragon. Afterwards, he was talking about himself, the rock that rather breaks than surrenders. Afterwards, what was it again? I think he was also mentioning water, but then fire. But at the end, he was talking also about a special kind of water, because the solid water, which means ice. So I would assume that the last two dragons are fire and ice. Well, we already know that the last dragon is ice and is the strongest one, so, well, he is not talking that much bullshit, even though there is still no really dragon that represents the air, but I guess it's either going to be the Swamp Dragon that represents air, even though that doesn't really make any sense, but whatever.
Whose orders do you follow? Who sent you here?
Our future and well-being is controlled by the Master, with his word of power. Soon no one will be able to resist him. His long arm already stretches far from the realm of the dead. The spirits of the night gather in joyful anticipation of his arrival. He will overcome you humans and rule the world. In his shadow, we are no more than accessories to his creative power. The Master will come to raise your afflicted bodies from the ashes and use them to reshape the fate of the world.
Well, but if I kill all his pawns, he will be vulnerable. So, there's nothing else left to do than killing you and your other dragon friends.
Enough words. Your temporary power is exhausted. The eye has lost its strength. Prepare to die.
Well, meet Padrakan. Oh hey, he is not even bugged. You can see that he is actually shooting fireballs, which the Swamp Dragon didn't. These fireballs he's shooting are bullshitty enough regular fireballs, like the Fireball rune. Those do magic damage instead of dragon fire damage, which is kind of bullshit and kind of annoying. Also, Jesus Christ, could you stop doing now? So, my tactic to bring down the Stonedragon is good old friends from the Netherworlds. Come on. There we go. The thing is, they might be really strong. Also, I need to run out of Minecrawler things because I'm going to use those instead, so I can summon them a bit faster. One thing I really like to do is the problem. Okay, let me see. How do I say that? The problem with dragons are that they have way too much resists in order to kill them with magic, because you saw on the sheet that he has like such a huge amount of magic resist that I can't possibly kill him. So instead, I'm just going to let somebody else do the work for me and summon my army of zombies. Zombies are extremely tough and can easily bring him down. And you can see they really corner rape him. The good thing is also you can really summon as many zombies as you like, because they because the only thing that keeps them from not being summoned is or they only have a death time, and the dragon won't be able to really kill him. There we go. They won't be really able to kill him. The only thing that's annoying is that they sometimes constantly backpedal. You can see that they have almost done it. And there we go. Good job, my army of zombies. Okay, time for you to die.
Nothing there. Nothing there.
That's one of my favorite things to do. You really need to, as a mage, you can't rely on your magic. That's the problem. They have too... The magic resist they have is way too high. Oh, I think I already accidentally looted his heart. Let me quickly see if I really have it, otherwise it's going to be a tedious trip all the way back up to the mountain again. There it is, Heart of the Rock Dragon. Well, seems somebody is shattered. That was a terrible rock pun at all. One thing that is really disappointing about the dragons, like I've already said, you would think that since he is a stone dragon, he would be weak to blunt weaponry, but sadly he isn't. All the dragons are really the exact same, except that each single one has a bit more resistance. A wolf's tooth? Are you serious? There is actually light two-hander. And here's also the other sextant you can get in the game in order to get that one quest in the Thief Guild, or make the one quest in the Thief Guild. So, yeah. But basically, yeah, the dragons are the make or break point in this game, because they have high amount of health regeneration, and the problem is, if you can't outdamage that health regeneration, you are boned. And this is especially annoying as a melee. Honestly, I don't even remember if I really ever did it as a melee fighter, because if I went melee, I usually also skilled the crossbow, because that requires strength, so you can easily do that as well and just try to outdamage him. And if you're lucky, the dragon bugs out and doesn't even try to shoot fireballs like Petrakan just did. Kind of like the Swamp Dragon, because the Swamp Dragon, as far as I remember, didn't really shoot any fireballs at all. He just did the melee attack and that's it. But well, that is the end of Petrakan, the Stone Dragon. So, next time, we're going to tackle the next dragon, which is presumably the classic Fire Dragon. So, until then, I was your host, I was Kaushmar, and au revoir.